Welcome to Keeping in Sync with Microsoft 365 for the 31st of October 2022. Now, just a reminder that dates may change and your organization may turn certain settings off or turn certain settings on to block things. You may see features come later than you had hoped or not at all. So sorry if that's the case. Now, again, a reminder of Office is becoming a Microsoft 365 app. I'm still not exactly sure how it's all going to work out, but what I thought I'd do is this week just take you through a trip through memory lane of the logos of Office 95 through to current. As you can see there, a change in the O's through to the kind of more modern design, and then finishing off with this thing. So yeah, that's Microsoft 365 apps, not sure, but Office-like. Anyway, starting off with Delve. So an app that many people forget that actually exists. So if any people have actually turned off their insights or item insights functionality in Delve, effectively they haven't been able to actually use Delve to see other people's item insights. Those people who have turned it off for themselves when they view the Delve page will effectively get an empty page. Whereas soon those users who've turned those item insights off will no longer see a blank page and instead see activities from other users who have chosen to share their insights by leaving that feature on, while the person's own activities and data will remain off. This change is happening on December 1st, so get refreshing on the Delve page. Now, Office on the web, or Microsoft 365 apps on the web, we'll be changing the visuals to give you a more clean, modern look to help you focus, but effectively nothing has actually moved. It's just more, the intent is to make it more aligned with Microsoft 365 apps on Windows. Yeah. This is rolling out mid-November to late February 2023. Now, traditionally, signatures were stored locally on your Windows device in Outlook, and if you wanted to have your signature be the same on different devices, you had to recreate the signature on each device. Now, with this particular feature, which has been coming for about 2 years, your signature will actually be stored in your mailbox and will be available on all devices where your account is configured. So you don't need to do anything to enable the new feature, as it will become effective automatically, and your default signature will be imported in and then be available to you. So the feature is actually available now, but is subject to how often your Microsoft 365 apps client on Windows is updated. Now, a number of changes are coming to Outlook for Android, such as changes to the tab bar at the bottom. There'll also be, sorry for the grainy screenshot, there'll also be a new floating action button, or FAB for short. The search will be renamed to Feed and also get a new icon, and contacts and files will be found under the More button. This is rolling out now through to mid-November. Users will also be able to upload documents from OneDrive for Business when creating an e-signature request when using the e-sign feature in Approvals. In Microsoft Teams, this feature is available now, so get uploading. Now, when a slide deck is presented in PowerPoint Live in a Microsoft Teams meeting, all meeting attendees will be able to use the MAGNIFY slide feature to privately zoom into the presentation while maintaining the full fidelity of the slide content. When a meeting attendee magnifies a slide, it doesn't change for how the presenter or other meeting attendees view the slides, only the person who's chosen to magnify it. When the Sync to Presenter button will show up once you've done that and you press it, it will allow the meeting attendee who chose to zoom in to resume following the presenter. Now, when the presenter actually uses the Magnify slide feature, the zoomed in presentation content will be displayed to all meeting attendees to see and follow along. Now, the initial rollout of this Magnify slide feature in PowerPoint Live will only be available for Teams desktop. No dates as to when it will be available for the web or even mobile. But for desktop, it is rolling out mid-November to early December. Now, also in the space of Teams meetings, Microsoft is introducing a new sign language experience in Teams meetings to help participants who use sign language to prioritize interpreters and other sign language users so they can remain visible in static central location on the meeting stage with higher video quality. Now, the sign language view, is available as a personal user level setting and is visible only for those who have it turned on. It will not be shown to the rest of the meeting participants and is presently only available in Microsoft Teams on desktop. Now, specific sign language users inside the organization that you work with regularly, such as regular interpreters, can be prioritized across all meetings by adding them to a prioritized signer list under the settings accessibility area in the Teams desktop app. This is rolling out early November to mid-December. Now, also in Teams meetings, the breakout rooms feature enables, PSTN, but for non-IT people, phone only, so people who actually dial in from a phone. So those participants will be able to be assigned and join breakout rooms, whereas currently they can't. So phone participants can actually include dial-in users, dial-out users, where you've actually called somebody on their phone to dial them in, and call me users. So those are people whose internet is that bad, they've actually told Teams to call them on their phone. So they'll be able to be using breakout rooms. This is rolling out late October to late November. And that's it for keeping in sync with Microsoft 365 this week.